Hey everyone, this is Nick. I wanted to give you a quick Excel tip when you want to transform some of the number values that you might have into different calculations, but you don't want to use a dummy variable. So by that, what I mean is here, you see that I have a list of programs. We have 10 programs, and then I have scores associated with those programs. These are all formatted as numbers, but I want them to be formatted as percentages. And sometimes when you work with other analysis software like SPSS outputs or something like that, you may actually pull those into Excel so that you can work with them and create charts, but they never give you, they'll never pull in as percentages. They'll always be formatted as these number values, and I always want them to be percentages. So if I just had a small list like this, it would be pretty easy to just do a calculation here in another column. So over here, I just typed in percentages, and then let's just say equals. We'll point to this cell over here in B2, 57, and we're going to divide that by 100. That's how we get the percentage, right? And then I'm going to fill this down, just double click, and it fills all the way down. Now, this is the decimal value here, 0.57, but that's 57%. So if I wanted those to be formatted as percentages, I'm going to highlight this range, go up to the number tab or the number menu right here, and we're going to click on this drop down. It says general right now, kind of defaults to that number, but what we're going to do now is go down to percentage. And I'm going to click on that, and then you can see that I have percentages with 2 decimal points. I don't want any decimal points associated, so I'm just going to go back up to the number format, and I'm going to decrease decimals to 0. So that's one way that you can get percentages. Now there is another way that you can get percentages, and that's by doing a paste special. So this, if you just have a small number here, you might want to just do the calculation. But what I might want to do is just not have this extra column and just completely transform these values into percentages. If I want to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to type over here in a different cell. I'm just going to label this so that we can see it's the denominator. And we're going to say 100 right here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy this because I want to divide all of these by 100. I'm going to go ahead and right-click, copy. You can see that it's on the clipboard now because it has this dotted line around it. I'm going to go ahead and select the range that I want to change or transform. We're going to go up to the Paste menu here, and I'm going to click on Paste Special. When you click on Paste Special, you get this other menu here that says Operation. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say Divide because I already copied that 100 value, and I'm going to click on Divide, and that's going to divide all of these values by 100. So let's go ahead and click OK and see what happens. Perfect, and that transforms those into those decimals. Then I can go ahead, click on the little percentage number right here, and it's going to give me those percentages. Now, this is really valuable if you have a giant database. This isn't a giant database, but it is a lot more values. These are all number values formatted as numbers, and I want them all to be formatted as percentages. And I don't want to transform all of these variables with a custom, with another sort of dummy variable column or a custom column like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that same thing here. Denominator, oops. It's going to be 100. I'm going to go ahead and Control C to copy that value. And now what I'm going to do is select this entire range, back up to Paste Special. And over here under Operation, we're going to click Divide and click OK. And now everything here has been transformed into those decimals. Go up to that number value, click on the percentage tab, and they've all been transformed into percentage values. This is going to help you a lot, especially if you have a huge database with tons and tons of rows and columns that might need to be transformed into percentages or some other calculation that you might need. If you like this video, I hope you give it a thumbs up and make sure to hit the subscribe button and tap the bell next to it to get notified every time I post a new video in data design, in PowerPoint, Excel, or Word. You don't have to be a professional designer or analyst to look like one using the software that you already know and have access to. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.